Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview on NewsX. We're in conversation today with actor Soni Razdan. Soni Razdan, of course, has been getting great reviews once again for her portrayal in Down. It, of course, is already streaming on Zee5. Welcome. Thank you very much, Soni ji, for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Let me begin by asking you about, how the response really has been, what you make of what feedback you got from, of course, audiences now who are watching your performance and the performance of everyone else, also industry peers and others who've watched it as well at the special screenings. What do you make of the response now?
Wonderful response, actually. I have to say, it's very gratifying. People are coming up to me and saying, "Oh, I watched Brown last night and binge watched the whole thing. So, and you were great." So, I mean, that's always for an actor. That's all you want to hear. So that's what's been happening. Plus, I've been reading a lot of comments here and there, and people have been saying very nice things. So huge gratitude for all that, and I'm just so happy that it actually finally found the light of day and it was released and people are actually watching it and enjoying it, because I think it's a super cool noir thriller genre, and I think the lead characters have done such amazing work. It's been shot so fascinatingly and also directed with such intent. So all these things, I think, I'm making it into a really cool package
Yeah,
and something which will endure. So that's what
yeah,
I think. It's not just a, what shall I say? It's not just a candy floss weekend watch. I think
yeah,
it's got much more to offer.
yeah. What's one thing that's stuck, for you? What people have said about your performance, a compliment or something that they may have said about your portrayal, जो दिल को छू गया आपके लिए.
I think just the fact that they're saying they noticed me at all,
Yeah,
because I mean, you have this really stellar cast, and then you have the stories being led by these characters, and then you are playing as usual the mother, and the mothers kind of get lost and drowned in the soup somewhere. So anybody who's noticing that, me, coming up to me and saying that, we really enjoyed your work, or you are just like my mother. I there's a
yeah.
lot of comments. I'm just like my mother.
That's
I'm like, that I suppose means that I have somewhere managed to strike a connection
yes,
with the character, which then I suppose means that also that's also something that is an achievement. So
yes.
so that's it, I guess.
Let me ask you then, about what it was that appealed to you about the project when they first came to you, Soniji. Was it the director, your role, the entire ensemble? What made you say yes?
So it's always the first consideration for an actor is always the role, I think, and then once you see whether, okay, it's a great role or it's a reasonably good role or whatever, then you look at the other things. But in this case, I think it was first and foremost the director and the project, the kind of project that it was, and then the fact that I'd be playing Karishma's mother, which I thought was very going to be great fun. Plus the fact that it was unusual because it was set in Kolkata, and it's about this Anglo-Indian community sort of whole space, and it was so very specific. Plus the fact that I think then you see all the different layers in the whole thing, and then the whole thing becomes a very attractive package for one to choose as a project to do. So yeah, so it's never really just the role. The role can be
Okay.
fantastic, but if everything else around that role is not equally supportive, then even if it's a slightly less significant character, I think the fact then you see all the other things around it, and then that becomes a choosing fact, a decision making a tool for me. Yeah.
Yes. Well, the project is also brown, and your character is also brown. So that again, becomes special, I'm sure, for you because you are the protagonist family. But for you, how is it like, now being with Karishma, working with her? How was the experience? Of course, this is something we've never seen her do as well before.
Yeah.
It's a never before seen avatar
I
for her.
know. Yeah.
And I did read somewhere that around the shooting is when you were becoming from co-stars to family as well.
That's right. So when we started before we became related before the project started, actually, but it was very much in the on the airwaves, So we were very excited about it, and we're like, okay, we're going to be starting shooting, blah 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 blah. So, and also don't forget that that was COVID time, so a lot of delays happened. Things was going to start, then they did then, so all that happened. The best part, it was a wonderful way to get to know Karishma, and it wasn't that we had all that much time together either, because of course the rest of the story is not relating to the mother and the daughter. But whenever we did had scenes, that's how we spent time on set together, and then that's how I think that's a lovely way to get to know people, also work together. And it's you got to be blessed to be able to actually be able to do that. So I think, yeah, we were lucky.
Yes, absolutely. And how much of the real and real has met in this project? How close are you to your real character?
Probably quite close. I think I, as an actor, instinctively will put myself into every character because that's the only point of reference I have. I have me. I can't become somebody else.
Mhm,
I can put me into somebody else
mhm.
and then become that somebody else through me. And that's what I kind of realized early on in my career as an actor, that don't try and be somebody else completely. It's not possible. I am me. I'm never going to get away from me.
Yeah.
So put me into that, put me into those situations, put me into everything. So I put me into everything. And so these are all little, like a kaleidoscope of me.
Yeah.
Each character is me, 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 me. And
Yeah.
they're all me, actually. So, yeah.
Okay. But are you a strict mother? Are you a helicopter mom? Are you a chilled mom? What kind of mom are you in real life to Alia and Shaheen?
Um, Most of the time, I'm a forgetful mother. I
Okay.
can't remember anything. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not a strict mom. I'm a concerned mother. I am always, and I can't be a helicopter mom anymore because now they're grown up. They're women.
Yeah.
They have children of their own. One
Yeah.
of them does. So there's no question of me being a helicopter anything.
Yeah.
So I would love to be a helicopter grandmother, but I'm not given that opportunity because of course she has her own parents. So we just it's I think I was not a strict mother, but I was a mother that had boundaries, rules that you can do this on this time, do this on that time. But I gave my kids, I think, within that framework, a lot of freedom. I gave them a lot of freedom to be themselves, to speak their minds. Children don't always do that anyway, even if you give them the freedom to do that. So you're constantly trying to pull out things from them.
Mhm.
But having said that, I think I always wanted to be somebody who they could feel that they could come and tell anything to if they needed to. And I think that is the most important thing. I didn't want them to ever feel that, she's my mother, I can't tell her this. Oh, why can't you tell me this? Yeah. It's like, I'm your mom. You can tell me anything, and I'll never judge you. So I did that was how I parented. And I think they have said, I mean, I have heard them say that this is a home where they can talk, they can be themselves, and I would like that. I don't want them to be formal with me.
Yeah.
So if they feel they don't have the time to talk to me today, for example, because now we are all on WhatsApp
Yeah.
all the time. So
Yeah.
if you don't have the time, then don't do it. It's okay. I understand. I will always understand because I'm mom. I will understand and I will know. And I also have my own schedules to do to
Yeah.
keep, and my own work and my own everything and whatever else I'm doing along with this. So I completely understand. Life has become pretty fragmented in many ways. Now we don't just have one thing to do in life. We have
True.
so many different things. It's
True.
changed a lot that way. So I
Mm.
completely understand the same, obviously, for them. And particularly for somebody like Alia, who's got, she has to really pull out time to see me, or to see, to see family or whatever. It's difficult. So I guess understanding is key for any parent child relationship. Yeah.
No, lovely, lovely lessons that you've shared with us as well. That I'm sure some of our viewers can imbibe. But you've been whatever you've done it right because you
Well, that's
brought up
kind.
two lovely girls.
Thank you.
So now let me ask you also. It's been so many years for you working, of course, in the industry. Who do you look at, first for a barometer of a film or a role or a series? Is it someone at home for you? Is it the audience? Are they? Is it critics? Is it someone else?
Sorry, I didn't quite get what
Uh,
you're
I
asking.
said, who do you look at for the barometer, for you of a performance or a role or a success of a project? Is it someone at home for you? Is it the critic reviews? Is it the audience response? else?
All things, all
Okay.
things. I think again, there's no one thing. The first barometer is have I enjoyed working in this, and have do I feel I've done a good job.
Yeah.
And then after that, then it takes some time for it to release. By then, you've forgotten what you've done only, which I'll be very honest, that's what happens to all actors.
Yeah.
Forget everything, the character name, this, that, we don't remember. But of course, we get reminded. And then, of course, it is the first and foremost, it is the audience response. Sometimes I sometimes read what critics say, because sometimes it's very interesting to read. It's lovely to read nice things. It's also interesting to read things which are not so nice, because you want to know, okay, I thought this was good, but why do they think it's not? And
Yeah.
and then again, it's a learning curve. You feel okay, but just because X thought this, I actually didn't agree with him or her. So there is all that happens as well, because I think that everything is very subjective in
Yes.
any case. And of course, then finally, it's the audience when it's a film.
Yeah.
But then I haven't done films, thank God. The whole thing rests on my shoulders. So
Yeah.
that's not a problem for me. But yeah, I mean, the film that doesn't work with the audience usually doesn't work for a reason.
Yeah.
And also, I think audiences have decided now, okay, they're going to watch this on Zee5 or XYZ platform, so they're not going to
Yeah.
come into the theater. So they
Yeah.
they will come into the theater for certain films, and they won't come
Yeah.
in for others. And that's what we're facing at the moment. So
Yeah.
we can't really have control over that.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean we made a bad film. It
True.
just means that the audience hasn't come to see it and hasn't really wanted to see it and pay that much money to see it, that they'd rather see it at home.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think what we need to do as an industry is recognize the kind of film that actually should come into the cinema hall and the kind of film that should not, and not
Yeah.
put pressure on the sweet little small films that are struggling
True.
for air in theaters, because they're not
True.
intended for theater in the first place. And
True.
I think that is what we need to understand as an industry. But
Absolutely. And sometimes they get a whole lease of new life, on in
yeah,
OTT when
yeah,
they
yeah,
release it. How
yeah.
much? How much do you discuss work at home? Do you discuss your projects with Mahesh Bachi? Do you
Yeah,
give
yeah, yeah.
advice to him
I
as well?
do.
Do you give advice to Alia? Do both of you? Does she come to you for advice for her roles? How much do you talk work at home or not?
We don't talk. Alia and me don't talk work much.
Yeah.
Alia and myself and Shaheen don't talk work much. But yes, of course, we're a family.
Yeah.
We are working. Everybody's doing different things. So when we get together, something or the other will. We will. Like right now, it's for Alia, the film that is going to be released. So we will discuss that, and we will say, "Oh, lovely, lovely teaser, and can't wait for the film," or something. Obviously, we will do that, because that we are so excited for her.
Oh, Alpha,
Yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah,
Obviously, it
of
looks lovely.
course.
It looks very
So
different.
yeah, so I'm just saying as an example.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you can't not talk work, but it's not like we have a family conference because Alia wants to know whether she should do this film or not. That is not the way it works.
Yeah.
I think she goes a lot by instinct, and over the years, her instinct has been honed and has become pretty sharp, and she knows what she wants and doesn't want. And five, so I
Yes.
think Charangi had released before that,
So
definitely.
possibly 83
Yeah,
around. So,
maybe.
so then over 4 decades then, ma'am, how does that, make you
I
feel?
don't
And
think of
when you
life
look
in terms
back
of
at the
decades,
journey?
because if I did that, I'd feel old, and I can't think. I can't think. It's like I can't think beyond a certain amount of numbers. So I
Yeah.
don't think in terms of decades. I think in terms of nothing. I today I'm here, the place I am at, wherever that
Lovely.
is. To me, that's almost like, okay. I mean, just it was just yesterday that I began. I mean, almost for me that is the case, although it's certainly not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. But I think mentally and physically, I'm pretty similar. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say I get more tired, maybe, but not that much either. I mean, I think I have,
Yeah.
so I think I've been very lucky,
Yes.
and I'm very grateful that I
Yeah.
still have the energy to go on set.
But recently we've been seeing you've been doing a lot more work because of course,
Yeah.
there was amazing work at the start. Who can forget Saransh and all of that?
And
And
then
you
in the
worked a lot.
middle, there were no films, there was no nothing.
Yes,
Everything
I was
went
going
for a
to ask you
toss.
that. What
Almost
is
for
the
10
reason why
years.
suddenly in the last few years you're doing a lot of work, be it Songs of Paradise, be it of course so many other projects. I don't want to name them. Is
Some
it
of them
because
haven't
you're
even
getting,
been released, you know.
yeah? Is it nicer
Yes, no,
roles or is
yeah.
it more time for yourself? What is it?
No, it is just better stuff. Not better. I would say more stuff being made, more roles for people in my age group, perhaps, more interesting characters being thought of. So you got all these opportunities now, which you never had maybe 20 years ago, even. You know.
Mm.
So you're really restricted to just that little mother's role in the big tentpole film when you had very little screen time and
Yeah.
didn't really do very much except say
Yeah.
something 3 or 4 times. So now you're getting characters, and
Mm.
that's fab. I mean, that's what more can an actor want? And who would
Mm.
have ever thought at this age that you'd still be working? And then you've got all these opportunities, and I think it's only going to get better. I don't see it getting worse. I see it getting better. So I think for me that is an exciting future to look forward to.
Lovely.
I don't think I'm ever going to stop working. I don't want to. But
Yes.
yeah, but I think I've just become a little more choosy because now there are other things also in life. Now the granddaughter is also there, and then
Mm.
I just again also want time for myself, which I think is very important at this age. You want to keep fit, you want to do your exercises, you want to do your gym, your Pilates, your whatever, your diet, my walks. All these things are very important for me in
Yeah.
my life now. So I want to, and they were always actually, but
Yeah.
young people do it, and
Yes.
it's even more important when you're older.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, so
Well,
that I, so that yeah,
you told us what kind of mother you are. Now let me ask what kind of grandmother you are as well.
obsessed.
Okay.
Obsessed. I wasn't an obsessed mother. I was an exhausted mother.
Yes.
And I was a mother, let me
Yeah.
put it that way. It was the first time for me, and it was the first time and the second time, and it was easier the second time. But it's you never have a course to be on
Mhm.
how to be a mother. You become a mother on the job, and you
Mhm.
make a humongous amount of mistakes.
Mhm.
And thank you, my children, thank you, my children, for forgiving me for all those
Mhm.
mistakes that I made. But so I think being a grandmother is the icing on the cake,
Mhm.
because you get that very very selective quality time
Yes.
with your grandchild, which you're so lucky to get, and then you can give it all. You give your whole energy, and when she goes home, I'm like, oh god, I'm half dead. But that's it. You just give it
Yeah.
your all. You put everything into it, your
Yes.
heart and your soul and your
Yes.
craziness and your
Yeah.
joy, and then you just have this incredible relationship, which is
Yes.
unbelievable. It's just so special. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, that's what you do with every role as well. You put your heart and soul into it. So, and that shows in. Let's hope that continues. Thank you so much for joining us today,
Thank
Soni
you.
Razdan.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Lovely talking to you.